focus on that. That'll start up. Just waiting for the YouTube one to come on. All right, welcome back to NAFA 2023 from the showroom floor. We're at the NAFA booth, and we are here with Joe Arntz from Migrant Glass. Joe, how are you?
I'm great. It's a great day. It's a great show. I'm glad to be here.
Thanks
Awesome.
for sitting in here with us for a few minutes and talking about safety. That's what we do because we're safety geeks.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah. Joe, you told us a little bit about your program, or maybe even lack of program, and what you're trying to develop. So the episode that just came out before this was somebody who has a very comprehensive program, who I know that you've been, kind of getting some information shared with. And let's talk a little bit about maybe what you're doing or want to do for your program.
Yeah, we have a lot of opportunity at Migrant Glass. We've had some old programs in place, but very thin, and so we're working to build some new policy and a lot of programs to help support safer drivers.
That's great.
I think that's what's great about here at NAFA too, is that I've always found in the fleet industry, people are willing to share. I mean, even people who compete with each other are willing to step up and help. I've never seen in this industry like that. So I'm glad to hear that you've been talking to some other people who do have comprehensive programs in place and sharing ideas on how you can get things, moving forward.
Yeah, and it's really at the early stages for us with a new group of people at my company. We've hired a lot of new positions in HR. We have a new legal chief. We're just getting our feet wet in a lot of different areas that need control, including, outside of safety altogether. So it's kind of finding its place in line, but it's obviously very important.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear that you're saying legal and HR and getting all of those people in line and involved. I think is really important to get to move a good driver safety initiative forward.
It is, and we've got really our first draft of a new driver policy that just got put out by our legal chief, and I'm glad that she kind of sponsored that and put that together for us, so that we've got that side covered.
Very good.
Right from the start.
And
we had some meetings to review what's kind of been drafted at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of being reviewed by a number of our leadership team. So hopefully that'll be in place before too long.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I like how you said the legal chief sponsored that. One thing I was going to suggest is develop some sort of fleet safety committee that has all those different departments together, but you need some senior leader to be the sponsor behind it. The one that can put their name behind it, so everybody knows, wow, they're serious about this. We need to move forward. So that would be a good way to get everybody to together, knowing that there's senior leadership supporting it and pushing this, and then that helps give it some teeth, to get things started.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right. From the field, from the branches, the operating team, if it's coming from that authority, that makes a big difference.
It helps. It really does. Yeah.
She carries a little more weight than I do, I think.
Well, and you need that. I mean, you really do need that. And I mean, I've experienced that. When I was working at a pharmaceutical company, trying to get that C-suite buy-in. But if you got the legal person saying, okay, this is what we're doing, and I sponsor this. Listen, if it's important to the boss, it's important to everybody.
But not only to the drivers and the operations in the field, which is important because they're going to have to follow this, but HR is going to take corrective action on drivers. Right. Finance is going to budget and support any technology or program or safety training or whatever you need to do. They're going to get behind it as well. Right. So I think that all of that will help. And have finance on the safety committee, right? How much is this going to cost, right? Sure. Well, it's only going to cost this, but you know what it's going to save? It's going to save sheet metal costs. It's
the ROI.
Somebody's life, or somebody else in the public. Right. So
there's a price on that one, right?
Who could put a price on that?
Right. So
exactly.
And the ROI is incredible, but I do love to hear that, including HR. It's just partnering with all the different departments to start creating that culture, and I think you're going about it the right way.
Well, and I think the other advantage of having new players involved in this process is we can help from the very beginning determine who's responsible for what. I mean, some of these things are going to be some of what we need to know when you get into personal information. Mm-hmm. You're reviewing MDRs, you're keeping data associated with driver license information, whatever.
Right.
Some of those things are sensitive, as we all know. So
Certainly.
it's important to have these different groups participating and putting this program together so that fleet does what fleet needs to do, and HR does what they want to handle for other reasons, and so on and so forth. So
Yep.
Very good.
You're absolutely right.
It's taken a while to get our feet under us in that regard, but I think we'll be better off in the end for it.
Yeah. No, you have to do your homework, basically.
Sure.
Right. So really good. Very good.
All right, well, Joe, we try and keep these to 5 minutes for the NAFA live broadcast. Thank you so much for coming on. I think that you are well on your way to getting the program in place that you need to. But with that, we're going to end this. The first person we had today ended it with a fist bump.
Fist bump.
Yeah, so we'll fist bump out.
Be safe.
It's hokey, but we're hokey, so
Yeah,
it fits.
well, we're very hokey. Yeah, we're geeks. So either way, thank you so much for being on the podcast. Thank you for taking some time out of the day. I hope you have a great show. Thank you for NAFA for allowing us to use the booth on the showroom floor to do the live broadcast. So have a great show, and
thank you
so much for this, and be safe. Good luck with your program.
You
Thanks,
as well.
Joe.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
Appreciate
thanks.
it.
Take care.